On Saturday, nearly 90,000 new cases of COVID-19 were reported in the United States, most of them in states with low vaccination rates. Hospitals in those places are overwhelmed, with the University of Mississippi Medical Center setting up a field hospital in its parking garage to help with the overflow of patients. The surge comes as kids are heading back to school in a year that was supposed to be a return to normal for students who've endured masks, distancing, and remote learning for nearly 18 months now. But the Delta variant is wreaking havoc on those plans. Mayors, superintendents, and school boards find themselves fighting their state's governors and often the parents of their students over mask requirements. NBC's Ali Vitali has our Sunday focus.
Can we take you?
Typically a time for buying backpacks and binders, this year's back-to-school season now fraught with new fears of COVID.
I'd rather have my son wear a mask than have to have a vaccine.
That's your child. That's your baby. Do you really want to risk it?
Across the country, the confusing and contradictory patchwork of COVID rules, paired with uneven vaccination rates and rising COVID cases, spurring a scary scramble for parents, students, and teachers.
We want our students to feel safe. We want our families to feel like they're sending their kids to a safe environment.
But what's safe is far from agreed upon. In Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis forbade schools from requiring vaccinations or mandating mask wearing and threatened to slash the salaries of educators who defied him.
We believe that the parent, rather than the government, should ultimately be able to make that decision.
But Broward County opted for a mask mandate anyway.
I don't want to be fighting with the governor in front of my kids. But if it's going to protect their lives, then I have to fight.
Especially after a week that saw 3 teachers from her district confirmed dead on the same day from COVID-19.
Does that even make you more concerned that you're already seeing people die from this disease and kids aren't even back in the classroom yet?
It does, and it further drives the point home of why everybody in the school has to be wearing a mask.
School districts in Dallas and Arizona also bucking their governor's anti-mask rules. And in Arkansas, some anti-mask remorse. Republican Governor Asa Hutchinson regretting an anti-masking law he signed.
It was an error to sign that law.
That sentiment not shared across Franklin, Tennessee. After its school board re-implemented mask mandates, groups of anti-mask parents threatened the school board.
We know who you are.
We know who you are.
You can leave freely, but we will find you, and we know who you are. You will never be allowed in public again.
And for teachers, the nation's largest union, backing vaccine requirements for its 3 million members this week, 90% of whom are already vaccinated.
For us to be having a discussion, a debate about masks, what does that say about us? I don't understand it. It is unacceptable.
Meanwhile, hospitals now seeing more kids than ever before. Nearly 94,000 new infections of children, an 80% increase in just a month. Parents with kids too young to vaccinate left weighing their child's emotional and educational well-being against their physical health.
We spent a very long time in the hospital when he was younger, and those were very difficult days. And I definitely do not want to relive that.
Contradictions everywhere, emotions running high, and kids in the crosshairs.
And Ali joins me now live. Ali, good morning. It's good to see you. Many of these local fights you just showed us are in states with low vaccination rates. Those rates are ticking up a bit. We could see even more vaccination if the FDA gives full approval, which we hear is coming soon. What impact might that have on schools?
Well, Willie, you're right. States with low vaccination rates are some of the places seeing the highest numbers of hospitalizations for kids with COVID-19. That's fueling a decision for more 12 to 17-year-olds to actually get the shot. A recent study from the Kaiser Family Foundation says a majority of parents think schools should require masks for staff and students who are unvaccinated, but they're less supportive of schools mandating vaccines, even after those shots are fully FDA approved. And increasing vaccination rates for adults matters here as well. If parents are vaccinated, their children are likely to be vaccinated too. Willie?
Yeah, and those school boards say we just want to protect the kids with the masks, we want to protect our teachers, but we're seeing those fights across the country. Ali Vitali, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.